Realme has quietly added a new model to its C series lineup with the C100 4G. It's a fairly straightforward budget phone, but with a couple of specs that stand out more than you'd expect. Under the hood, the phone runs on the MediaTek Helio G92 Max, paired with up to 8GB RAM and 256GB eMMC 5.1 storage. It's not a performance-focused setup, but it should be enough for everyday use, such as calling, messaging, online payments, social media, and streaming. The display is a 6.8-inch HD Plus LCD panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and claimed peak brightness of 1200 nits. That should be bright enough for decent outdoor visibility. Battery is where the C100 4G leans in a bit more. It packs an 8000 mAh cell with 45W charging, along with 10W reverse wired output. Realme is claiming fairly long usage times, including over 20 hours of navigation and more than a full day of video playback, though those numbers are usually based on controlled tests. The phone comes with an IP69K rating, suggesting it's built to handle exposure to water and dust. It should be useful for users planning to keep the phone for a few years. For cameras, there's a 50MP main sensor on the back along with a secondary lens, while the front gets an 8MP camera for basic use. Nothing too surprising here, and it's likely tuned more for general shots than anything advanced. That said, the camera module does include one interesting detail: a pulse light for visible notifications. Overall, the C100 4G seems to be built around endurance and durability rather than raw performance. It's not trying to do everything, but for users who want a phone that lasts long and can take a bit of rough use, it might make sense. The device is already available in Vietnam, where pricing starts at around 7.69 million VND, roughly $275, $280, depending on conversion. That puts it somewhere in the lower mid-range bracket, at least for that market. There's no clear word yet on a wider rollout, but it wouldn't be surprising to see it expand to other markets soon.